Hello, and welcome to another episode of Delightfully Chaotic. I'm your host, Tamara. Hi, so welcome back. I have quite a few things I wanted to talk about, rave about, rant about. So, yeah, today is Saturday night, and I just got back from spending time with family. It was my nephew's birthday. So we just did the family thing, had a good time. Hot as hell outside. It is hot. I'm in Orlando, Florida. It's like 96 degrees. It's supposed to be spring. Like it's not summer for a few weeks, but this is just insane. And my AC is broken right now. Um, they came at the end of April to check it out. They thought they fixed something, but it turns out that it's actually leaking. So they have to replace it. So I'm without AC for a little bit longer. So yeah, do have a fan, and it's really a nice fan. It actually blows cool air. I don't remember fans like blowing cool air. Usually it'll just like circulate the air. I don't know how fans work, but this shit is good. Cause sometimes I forget I don't even got no AC. But they need to come fix this shit. What else? So I went to the gynecologist on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, for my annual exam. And, I've been going to this Asian lady. She's about my age. She has a few kids. And I've been going to her since like 2013 or 14. And she's cool or whatever. At least she was in the beginning. When I very first started going to her, I think it was like maybe the second or third year. She finished my exam and she's taking her gloves off and she says, "Do you have a boyfriend?" And I was like, "No, do you know anyone?" And she was like, "No, you need to have a baby." And I'm like, "Why do I need to have a baby?" Like what? I was in my 30s, like maybe early to mid 30s, and I'm like, I don't want to have kids. I never really wanted to have kids. I was like, no, I'm okay. She's like, no, because you have fibroids. I have fibroids. I have two fibroids, um, that that we can see with like the ultrasound sonograms or whatever. So I have two, 1 centimeter and 1/8 centimeters or whatever. She was basically saying, the uterus expands and then like it could help, get rid of some shit. I stopped listening after you need to have a baby. Cause girl, what the fuck? That went on for like another year or so, and then like after that, it's kind of like, she kind of stopped being annoying. But like over the past couple of years, I'm not really feeling the vibe. Like I just get a weird feeling after I leave her. I don't know if it's my intuition. I'm not feeling the vibe. I really want a black female doctor if possible. So I'm gonna start looking for a black primary doctor and gynecologist. But I'm sure a primary can do both if they study both. That would be easier. Just go to one person. Anyway, yeah. So she's doing my exam and she's like doing my breast exam and I'm 42. Okay. So things are thinking and the body is doing what it wants to do. I'm still fine. Hello. But like, I'm laying back and she's like, okay, open the gown. So she opens it and like my right boob, the one that she's starting with, is just sliding down into my armpit. And I'm a little bit mortified, but then I'm like, girl, she's a woman. She has like kids. Like she's seen it all. She's literally a gynecologist. But like, I was like, ooh, girl, where are you going? Where are you going? Stop. Then she proceeds to the left one. The left one does the same thing. Like they're moving around. I don't like it. Like, oh, I am really a grown titty ass woman. Like literally a grown titty ass woman. And they were just slipping and sliding around. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit. Because of course, like when you're laying in the bed, rubbing your feet together on your phone, on your back, your boobs slide. But it was so drastic, and it was just the fact that it was somebody else that witnessed it at the same time. Just kind of made me feel some kind of way. Like, girl, get up. Get up. Ugh. So yeah, basically I'm gonna find another I almost said therapist. Yes, you do need a therapist. What are you doing? Another gynecologist, baby. Because girl, I don't know. I don't really like her no more. And so if you ever feel weird or weird vibes or whatever, please just follow your intuition. That lady probably missed the me, but I just feel like I don't like it no more. The vibes is off. What else did I do? Okay, well, yeah, I have something down here about audacious men. So I do Uber Eats and DoorDash from time to time. You know, it's hot out here for a pimp, right? So it was like a week or so ago. I wanted to talk about this because I really don't understand why the most humblest looking men have all of the confidence in the entire world. Like delivering an order, really kind of like raggedy neighborhood in the hood, and I'm not trying to be like whatever. I live hood adjacent, so I'm not even trying to act funny. It's a little raggedy little apartment complex in the hood. So I'm approaching the apartment, and there's this guy standing outside. He doesn't have a shirt on. He's portly, you know. He's his stomach's hanging over his boxers. He probably didn't have any shoes on. His hair looks a complete mess. And I'm a cordial person. I'm a kind person or whatever. Like, I'm not going to just be beaming and smiling at you, because why would I do that? So I'm not, if I'm approaching someone or if I make eye contact with someone, hey, how you doing? No big deal, right? I say, hey, how you doing? I probably flashed like a really quick fake smile, went upstairs, delivered the order, came back downstairs. And I didn't say anything to him because I had already spoken to him, whatever. And so I heard him say something, and I'm like, oh my God. Now I was cute that day. Usually when I'm doing Uber, I be looking like who shot John and why. But I was going somewhere right after, so I was like, let me just do a few orders real quick. Boom, boom. You know, I was cute. I had my little head wrap on from Shop Feline. And I said, okay, I'm cute. Had my Harachis on, you know, I was my tights, you know, I was looking cute. So he said something. It doesn't even fucking matter, okay? I'm like, oh yeah. And he was like, oh, I like your hair wrap. I was like, okay, thank you. You know, and again, I'm a cordial person. I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, whatever, and like be rude to people. I'm not just like a rude person for no reason. But I also don't want to seriously entertain him. And I figure the more I keep on talking, the more, and it's just like, you can't just be nice. So before I could like really put my hand on the door handle, I see him take his pinky and his thumb in the motion or shape of a phone, and he put that motherfucking hand up to his ear and his mouth, and he said, and I'm like, what you have no shoes on, my nigga. I didn't know for sure, but I guarantee you, if you would have saw him, you would have known for an absolute fact he didn't have any shoes on just by looking at him, because he looked fucking dirty. I mean, his ass crack was almost showing, because again, he didn't have a shirt on. He looked horrible. Horrible. He looked like he hadn't taken a bath in 2 days. And he had the gall to bring his hand up to his ear and say, call who? You want me to call you? What you want me to call you? Stink a butt? Huh? Okay. Mind you, I was delivering something from CVS, right? So this girl wanted a plan B. I'm not lying. This girl wanted a plan B. Then she wanted some nausea pills. Then she wanted a pregnancy test. So is you pregnant or not? You wanted a plan B, nausea pills, and a pregnancy test. Imagine how weird it felt ringing that shit up. The white dude looking at me like, thoughts and prayers. It's not for me, nigga. I wanted to make sure he knew it was DoorDash, because I was doing DoorDash. I go back and forth. But I thought to myself on my way back, I was literally yelling at myself in the car, like, nigga, are you kidding me? Look at you. You look like a baby kid. You like a 42-year-old baby kid. What that nigga name in the movie? Khalil? Khalil? Is that you? Dirty. And I said, I bet you that's that nigga that got that girl pregnant. I bet you if you go back upstairs, it'll be that apartment that I put that plan B and shit out. Like, y'all are... I'm not really on the market. Like, I'm getting into the idea of dating again, right? It's been a really long time. And I'm fine. And I don't know if that's normal, but I'm actually okay. Anyway, I say that to say, I'm not like, I don't really super care about like guys staring at me now, because even though I'm getting older, I don't really get as much attention, but I'm like okay with it. But it's just a simple fact that when I do get attention, it's never, if I have to get attention at all, I would rather it be from a nice looking guy that looks like he has like a respectful job and, brushes his teeth and, wears shoes outside. It's always baby, a 42-year-old baby. It's always the 75-year-old nigga in Walmart about to bump into the produce because he's what? Do I have like grandma on my forehead? Do I have stink butt on my forehead? No, I don't. Leave me alone. Go away. Y'all just really need to do better. Look at you. I don't want to be that person, but look at you and look at me. Niggas have too much audacity and they be so confident. But I guess they figured like, what do I have to lose? She says no. Okay. I bet you that was that nigga that got that girl pregnant or no. Okay, she was pregnant. Absolutely. I figured she was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant because she got the nausea pills, right? So but just in case if she wasn't pregnant, she had the plan B just, for the next time. Or you can just get birth control. You can just go on birth control. You and Khalil, congrats. Let's get into this best. Okay, it's a lot of stuff going on. So I didn't really see, I'm not a fashion girly. I really try. I sincerely try to like put that shit on. I really wish I could say that with my full chest. But I've been in the throes of what is that thing called? Survival mode for the past few years. So I don't know. I just be wearing shit. But I do like to watch things like the Met Gala. I like to watch the recaps. I like to watch to see what people are wearing. And this year's dandy theme was like, okay, this is cute. I don't really want to talk too much about what I liked and didn't like because I really don't remember. It was like 3 weeks ago. I do remember Doechii talking to her team like they were complete idiots, very loudly. She was yelling at these grown ass people. Um, so yeah, Doechii attended the Met Gala and I think she wore a Louis Vuitton ensemble. She did a fake prosthetic branding of Louis Vuitton on her cheek. I don't really want to go into that. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, she was coming off of the elevator. So the celebrities and artists, when they are walking to their car to go to the Met Gala, they don't want to be seen because they want to reveal their costumes on the red carpet. So like Cardi B, she had like most of her team behind her. You could barely see her. She had like 5 or 6 Burberry umbrellas in front of her. It was really kind of dope how they did it. You couldn't see her outfit. And Sabrina Carpenter, she had like a fur coat over her outfit, right? When she's walking to the car. So Doechii, apparently, it seems like when they were getting off of the elevator, her and her team, it seems like somehow the caption said that her team messed up and showed her outfit to the paparazzi or whatever. So they stopped in front of the elevator. They had this big white partition thing that they put up, and she's like yelling at people, "I need an umbrella now!" And I'm like, ooh. I just said I like Doechii. I was like, okay, I'm on the Doechii train. Come on, niece. Yes. Do the things, win the things, and all of that. Why are we talking to people crazy? I hope she didn't let, because her fame doesn't seem to be immediate. Like it seems like she's really been in the trenches. I think she used to be on YouTube and stuff. So like, it seems like everything that she has worked towards is really paying off for her. Like she's literally a superstar. She was over in I think France or something. They were going crazy over her, right? So that's great. But don't talk to people like that, girl. Don't do that. And he was loud. I need another umbrella now. And then I saw another clip of her, separate clip of her actually walking to her car or the van or whatever. I don't know. And she didn't have anything around her. So I don't know if she was still going to the Met Gala or she was leaving. I don't know. But she was just waving and smiling. I know her team was like, bitch, get your ass in the car. How can you talk to a grown person like that? I could never be in that industry. Never. I hope that she doesn't end up with a Lizzo kind of case. She just might though. If she keeps on talking to people like that. I just wanted to say that. Doechii, do better. Nelly and Ashanti are going to have a reality show. Surprise, surprise. We didn't see this coming. It's great. And let me guess, they're going to, of course, they're going to debut their son on the show. He's probably a few months now. I'm sure he's a few months now, girl. When did she had that damn baby? He's like a year or some shit. And a year old, that is. And, great, guys. I probably watch it like maybe the first one or two episodes. Not super excited for it, but fine. I don't really watch reality TV shows anymore like that. But yeah, let me see what it says. I like Ashanti though. I do. I Nelly, especially with the whole Trump shit and how he's like been on his balls since the election. And my thing is, how can you be with someone like that? Like, and married to someone like that? Like, did y'all really have a conversation like, well, how much is the check? Well, go ahead and do it. Fuck what people say. That had to be y'all conversation. There's no way on God's green fucking earth that Nelly really believes that Donald Trump is a good person. And he actually was honored to perform at the... Nelly, that's why Janelle Monáe put your ass on last a little while back. With you in the audience, I believe. I could be wrong. Anyways, Nelly and Ashanti are starring in a new reality docuseries titled Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together on Peacock. The show will follow the couple's journey as they navigate their relationship, newlywed life, parenthood, and careers. The docuseries is currently filming and is expected to premiere on Peacock in June 2025 with 8 half-hour episodes. I'll probably watch it. It should be fun, I guess, just to be nosy, child. But they're definitely gonna, of course, 8 episodes, they're definitely gonna show their son. He's probably so freaking cute. So cute. Aw. Speaking of, but not really, I don't know. Come on, segue. Toni Braxton goes viral over her controversial outfit to her son's graduation. Toni Braxton has social media buzzing over the outfit she wore to her son's graduation. Over the weekend, Braxton took to Instagram to celebrate her son, Diesel, 22, graduating from Howard University. Okay. Braxton shared footage from the graduation, including the moment her son walked across the stage to receive his diploma and her family celebrating the achievement. I got the best Mother's Day gift. Aw. So she decided to address the lower half of her body like maybe a stripper that's going to church for the first time. I don't know. It's like she has this black, really kind of like it's a black tuxedo thing situation up top as the shirt, and then she has this skirt that's sheer, but it has like lace, like a big patch of lace, and then like it's um yeah, just I guess Google it. Well, Tony, we get it. You're an older woman. She looks amazing though. Like I get it. Like if you got it, I get it. If you got it, show it, flaunt it. Not at the baby graduation. And I don't want to be that person because I hate those people, but I have to agree with most of them. It's not the right time for that shit, girl. We get it. You look amazing. You do. The mama ain't say nothing. Evelyn ain't say nothing. Like what my mama would have said, what you got on? If she says that to me when I'm wearing a crop top, what you got on? That's what my mama would have said. It humbled me real quick. Tony, not at the baby graduation. They're so handsome. Look at them. Aw. Howard University. He look like his daddy. But girl, stop. Not at... Yeah. What was she thinking? Like, how do you... And of course she has on underwear and it's not a thong. Thank God. Could you imagine? Because you can see... It looks like it might be a leotard. And you know what? Let's go into the comments. They never disappoint. That's a side chick's funeral attire. And I think she was in the movie Kingdom Come, and somebody said it looked like the outfit she had on in Kingdom Come. Wrong outfit for the occasion. What do y'all expect from somebody married to Birdman? Yeah. And people are saying, well, maybe she should have thought about how her son's gonna feel. But I'm like, he know his mama. She probably be walking around naked or half naked because that's your kid. A lot of families do that, but like, I don't know, girl. You really could have just kept that in the closet, like for real. Yeah. Tony Brax. So I guess she's still married to Birdman. Apparently they were married and they were only married for like 2 weeks or something. They too damn old to be acting so stupid. Like really like you're dumb. What are y'all doing? Y'all acting like y'all in the 12th grade. How you gonna marry somebody and then divorce them or whatever like 2 weeks later or file for divorce 2 weeks later? Stop. Stop being stupid. For real. Be for fucking real, okay? Oh my gosh, what was I doing? Okay. So the mansion, there's a plantation fire. It's a fire. It's a fire. It's a plantation. One of the largest antebellum plantation in Louisiana or in the country. It's actually in Louisiana. Um, it burned to the ground a few days ago. I don't know if they're still investigating the reason for the fire. I think I read that it was electrical and it wasn't anything suspicious. I heard also people saying that the firefighters put the fire out and then it started up again, which is weird. I really want to know more about it. I kind of don't want to. I can't bring myself to actually like Googling it. I'm satisfied with just the image of this. And yes, it is. I hate to say it is a beautiful structure. It's architecturally, is that a word? It's beautiful. It is. It's gorgeous. And you know who made it? Do you know who built it? Want to take a guess? Want to guess who built it? Um, but yeah, I don't give a shit. Burning to the ground. So these niggas, I guess I'll read this little thing from Shade Room. A fire has destroyed the main house at Nottoway Plantation, the largest antebellum. And it was the main house, though. So maybe it was, because I mean, any other, because this is a plantation, right? Mind you. So it wasn't a museum to pay to venerate and honor the people who suffered there. No, it was a resort. They turned it into a resort. I don't know if people actually stayed there, like hotels. I guess it was a hotel, right? It was a mansion, and they had like a restaurant. They turned like the slave quarters into like cottages. Like how the fuck? How can you say, yeah, let's book a trip to the plantation? Do you realize what happened on plantations? There's ghost niggas from like the Civil War walking around in areas of the South. Like, do you realize that this shit is real? Like spirits are real. Y'all can say ghosts or whatever. No, it's spirits are real. Oh, I don't believe in ghosts. What's you don't believe in spirits? What's God? What is God? What what is the Holy Ghost? Like, come on. Like you don't believe in any of that stuff. I forgot what I was saying. I hope that makes sense. I sparked up a doobie before I pressed record. So we'll see, y'all. Yeah, anyway, the largest antebellum plantation. What was I saying? The house burnt down. I was saying something. I felt like I had a point and then I lost it. Damn it. Antebellum plantation is still standing in the United States, built in 1859 by enslaved people. Yep. According to the WAFB 9, the fire broke out at the house in Louisiana Thursday shortly after 2 p.m. Staff reportedly noticed smoke upon entering the second floor museum room and discovered flames after briefly leaving and returning. It started in one of the bedrooms on the second floor. They don't know for sure, but this was a couple days ago. Our ancestors are standing on business. Yep. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. And of course, there's white people saying, "Oh my God, this is so sad. I was there for my wedding or my friend's wedding, and it's just so beautiful. And why is everybody talking about slavery?" Shut the fuck up. You know why everybody's talking about slavery, you moron. And when you go onto the website to this stupid place, you can do the control F and you put in the word slavery, my nigga. You're not going to see not one word that says slavery. They're profiting off of pain and trauma, and just that trauma and pain is in our DNA. And they're profiting off of it. They're dancing and stomping on the grounds where people were buried. Black people didn't have slaves didn't have their own like burial grounds. They were buried wherever they I guess they died. They just buried them right there. There's no headstone, there's no nothing. There's that land is sacred in the sense that it literally has the blood of people that just didn't have any humanity. They didn't have any dignity because they were just treated as property. Like their blood is in that soil, and y'all are dancing on it and hold down and doing this. And I'm sure those weddings are freaking beautiful. Absolutely, I'm not stupid. I have eyes, but like, what is the cost of that? Like, what? And people are just like, oh, why is everybody being so mean about it? Like, y'all are celebrating. Shut the fuck up. You know why we're celebrating. Would you go to Auschwitz and be like, oh my God, this is built so beautifully. Oh, we should have our wedding here next year. Huh? The little swastika on the invitations. Shut the fuck up. It's like they bend over backwards to just be intentionally obtuse. Oh, I can't believe I said that fucking word. Overused word. They just, the mental gymnastics, the gaslighting. Like, there's no way on earth that you could be living here in 2025 and you're not an infant, a zygote, a child under the age of comprehending like things like life events. You can't be somebody that should be old enough to fucking know better and say, why are y'all so upset? What's the big deal? Slavery? Oh no, I just want to have a wedding here. Come on. Fuck y'all. Burn down to the ground. And you know what? This is why I love being black. Saw so many people. I think one particular photo, three beautiful black girls right in front of it. They have their phones. And then one of them has a separate picture with herself and she's pouring, I don't know if she's pouring out liquor. I mean, people are celebrating. People are celebrating this, and rightfully so. Like, was it the ancestors? Who the fuck knows? I don't want to say who cares, because yeah, that would be fucking awesome and just so delicious, right? If that was really the case. But I think that the other ones should follow suit. Somebody said something about the damn Annabelle doll. I need to look into that because I don't know what the fuck that's about. And they said, oh, she's in Texas now. What? Who was in Texas? What's going on with the Annabelle doll? Anyways, I feel like I've been talking for an hour. Shit. But yeah, thoughts and prayers for that. Not really. Ooh, I was going to talk about Smokey Robinson and his disgusting ass. And then like Diddy, very briefly with the Diddy and Cassie thing. I was bored at work. Okay, so I already know, of course, everything about the Diddy thing and all that stuff, right? Like it's to the point where you hear the same stories over and over, and they're just always just so jarring and just But I was bored one day at work and I was like, I'm gonna listen to this Dateline episode, and it was about the Diddy trial, and they did like a background, like an overview of what's been happening in the past like couple of years or whatever. And I was halfway listening, but I was able to pick up on the host narrating um or reading an interview from, I think, his former security guard, a man, and he was saying how he was asleep. I don't know if he was drugged. He had to have been drugged for this to happen, right? He was asleep and he woke up to Diddy having sex with him. And he was saying, "Hold on, I'm almost done." At that moment, I literally felt like I was going to throw up. And I had to turn it off because I hadn't heard that part. I hadn't heard that, like, he woke up to this man raping him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Was he drugged first to where he didn't feel that? How do you not feel that? But for him to say, I'm almost done, like, this man is literally the fucking devil. It's been reported that after Cassie made her statement or whatever, or one of the days, he turned around to his family and he said, I'm okay. I'm okay, to his family. They're his family. They know him in and out. I'm pretty sure they've all seen him abuse people in front of them. He doesn't seem to have any kind of self-control. So the girls have seen, I know they've all seen this, but they also see another side to him, which is understandably somebody that they love, right? So maybe they are worried that he's not okay. I mean, I'm sure it's really terrifying to think that any family member would be in jail for the rest of their lives, let alone your dad, right? So I don't know. It was just like this girl just poured out her soul and like really detailed, embarrassing things that she's done because of you. And you turn around and say, I'm okay though. I'm good. I'm good. But and I get it on one hand because you're trying to, maybe he was talking to his daughter specifically or his whoever, his sons who are in there. I don't know. He's the devil. Like, he's the actual devil. I just, after I heard that part, I said, no, I'm going to turn this off. I can't listen to the rest of it. I really hope and pray that he does not get off. It seems like it could go either way. And at first I was like, nah, he's definitely getting time for this. But the way they're trying to frame, and this case isn't even against him and Cassie. It's against him and, I guess the government or whatever, whoever is pressuring all these witnesses, except for all these victims. It's not really against them, those two, but they're trying to make it seem like she was completely consenting the whole way through, the whole time. Like, common sense will tell you this man was grooming her and he abused her. He was over twice her age when they met. Almost over. He was older than her, basically. So it's just, she's pregnant and I feel for her. I really hope that, everything, I hope that I think he's facing life in prison. So I hope he gets it. He looks, I don't know where I saw this photo. It could have been AI, but I saw a photo of him with gray hair. And then also in the drawings, the court drawings. The court drawings are awful. Like, sir or madam, no, nothing like that, nigga. Most of the time, they look a little bit like the people. Like, damn. But even in the drawings, he has gray hair. So I guess he doesn't have access to his dyes and stuff. He seems like he really, of course he needs therapy, but he seems like he just has an insatiable appetite for just sex. I wouldn't be surprised if he's participating in bestiality. He just seemed, and I know that sounds really wild, but he is a wild nigga. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's had sex with a horse or something, or, like some shit like that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if and I'm not even trying to be funny. He has this demonic, like, insatiable appetite for sex. How do you force someone to have sex for 10 hours? How is that even fucking possible? Wouldn't you die or something? How can you have sex for 10 hours? And I'm sure they took breaks, but 10 hours? Literally go fuck yourself. So yeah, I wish it was televised. I wonder why it's not. This is like the OJ Simpson. Was it my mom? Somebody said. I think it was my mom. It could have been somebody else. Somebody said that this is like the OJ Simpson of this generation. Which, I wouldn't. I mean, he didn't murder. Well, he did. He did murder people, even if he didn't do it himself. But as far as this the sensationalism and the the daily coverage and all that stuff. Yeah, it is. And seeing his family walking in and out, like I said, I get it on one hand, but all of those kids have seen him flip out on people and put his hands on people, and the sons especially, they've been in that world. They've probably seen their father having sex with people. Like, and I get it, you're gonna stick beside him. Okay. hmm Smokey Robinson is out here raping women. Him and his wife seem to be awful people. There's four women that have come forth to, they're suing him for sexual assault and abuse. They weren't getting paid the money that they were supposed to be getting paid. They were getting paid like less than minimum wage, I think, and also the wage documents were being like falsified. A criminal investigation has been launched into the sexual assault allegations against legendary singer-songwriter Smokey Robinson. I basically said all that anyway. Just saying it again. Okay. Four victims seek $50 million in damages and identify the plaintiffs as former housekeepers. One of the women alleges that she was sexually assaulted over 20 times between 2014 and 2020, according to the suit. And all four of them pretty much had like similar stories. Like, he would call them into certain areas of the house and he would have sex with them. And these women, I think all four of them were immigrants. So I know they were terrified of, not, they were probably terrified of being deported or whatever. I don't want to victim blame, but I did think he assaulted you 20 times. I don't want to victim blame. I don't, but because I can only imagine how scared they were, because being immigrants, especially in this day and age, like, it seems like they're being hunted down. Like, and all you want to do is just make a living for you and your family. So that was probably the main reason that they probably felt like they couldn't fight back or maybe leave or whatever. I don't know. But I believe all victims, of course. Yeah. So, but they all had the same story about how he would take a shower or whatever, and then he would put like a towel on the bed before they do whatever, or before he rapes them. Um, 80, I think he's 85. He was probably a hot damn mess back in the day. Because Smokey Robinson, of course, was a nice looking guy, but he strikes me as one of those black people that had that enviable look back in the day. You're light skin, you got the bright eyes, and you know, I'm sure that women were always swooning over him. And then he was a part of this iconic, musical dynasty or whatever. Like, I get it, but it's like you probably couldn't tell him his shit stank back in the day. He was gorgeous. He was a nice looking guy. But if he's like this at what, 85? How old is this nigga? I'm just saying shit. How old is he? Too damn old. Old ass. Push your ass down. How you gonna get back up? Shoot. How old is he? He's 85. Okay, what does Google should say? Okay, I'm not doing the math. Whatever. He's not 65. How old is Smokey Robinson? I was just about to ask Alexa. I am fucked up. Would Alexa answer that? He's old. And they say his wife is a bitch. She would talk to them crazy. They were mentally, emotionally, verbally abusive. How could you treat people like that? How dare you? Everything that you had, 85, I was right. Period. Oh, because 1940. How dare you? Her name, I believe, is Claudette Rogers. Also, that's her in the picture from back in the day, the black and the white picture. They've been together for a long time. But she knows about his doings. She knows how he is. Oh, I know he's on her left and right. He's literally doing it now. You can tell that he thought that he was just the shit. It's the same lady. Wow. Child, you gotta be a special kind of person to deal with a man like that. She's probably evil too, just like him. But she was with him for a long time. Wow, she's 82. They've been married for a long freaking time. Since 1959. Wait. Oh, it said they divorced in 19. You know what? That nigga is. I'm getting off track. That nigga is nasty. And whatever they say he did that shit with his old ass. I would have pushed his ass down. I'm sure they fought. I'm sure they tried. I'm not victim blaming. Could you imagine? Could you imagine looking up at Smoking fucking Robinson, breathing heavy all on top of you? Oh, how does he even? I pray for their healing. I pray for whatever they're asking for. I pray that they get it tenfold and then they're not deported or anything like that. People are like, oh, it's the Me Too. They shut up. Y'all act like niggas ain't out here raping people. Y'all act like y'all didn't try to do it or even thought about doing it. Come on. Me too, me too. Y'all have uncles, daddies, cousins, brothers who have raped women and you probably witnessed it. So shut up. It happens. Yeah, he old. He's old and horny and probably super entitled. And he definitely abused the power that he had over these people. Like he fucking abused them and he raped them. And I believe it. Why would they fucking lie after all this time? Smokey Robinson, like why would they lie about that? And this happened but for one of the ladies from 2014 to 2020. Like, come on. It's just a shame. This is why we'll always choose the bear, and y'all can feel however you want to feel about it. Oh, God, I got a lot of fuckery on here. Moving on. More fuckery. DDG and Hallie. DDG apparently put his hands on Hallie earlier this year. Looks like they're going through I don't want to say it's a custody battle. She basically won primary custody over Halo, and she also gets to take him with her when she starts filming a movie. I think it's out of the country. But yeah, she didn't post the photos. I think TMZ posted them. She had to present the photos as evidence for her case against DDG to get sole custody of her son, which she, of course, rightfully got. And of course, she did this without him knowing. And there's a video of him with his friends, actually in the moment that he found out. And he's like, but why? Like, what's going on? Nigga, again, you can see the bruises on her arm. I think she had a chipped tooth, but people are saying the chipped tooth was from another video she posted that she accidentally chipped a tooth. But either way, you can definitely see the bruises on her arm. I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning I was like, oh, they're cute, you know, and then people were mad because she was pregnant, and I'm like, they seem like they got it together, like leave them alone, whatever. And then just seeing how he acts like on camera, especially after the son, like he just seems like he's another child. He seems like he's another child that you would have to deal with. He seems like he's annoying as shit. Like the most annoying nigga in the world. I don't know how she did. Well, she's 23, but that's how. I was a complete idiot at 23. Yeah, not saying she's an idiot, but I just hope that they're okay. And he also, I mean, this was in I guess this was in the court documents. He also at one point got into her house and while she was out, and took a picture of her bed and sent it to her. Like that's something that's a stalker move. Like that's something that a stalker and that someone who's not right would do. Because if you're doing all that, eventually you're putting your hands on me. If you're gonna do all that, at some point you're gonna try to take me out. I saw an old video of him. I don't know if he was dating this girl in the video, but she was eating. I guess she was another streamer or something. And this was a long time ago, like He looked like he was probably fresh out of high school. And because he's been streaming for a long time, I guess, whatever, however that shit work. So he actually walks up to her as she's eating her lunch, and she's like, "Where did you come from?" He was like, "Oh, I found out where you were at, and I just came to see what you were doing." And she was like, "I'm having lunch." And I think they were dating because she was like, "We're gonna have to talk." When he left, she was like, "Yo, that was so weird." She was looking into the camera, and she was like, "I'm gonna have to talk to him about that." Like, he just popped up on her. Ugh. Yeah, she's young. Hallie is young. I'm sure she's fine. And he was crashing out because her and her sister took, and her baby went out of the country, I guess, on vacation. So they're posting TikToks and stuff like that. For whatever reason, DDG thought that she was with Brent Fayez. That's random. But it looks like she was just with her sister and the baby. She could have very well been with the nigga, but I doubt it. So he was crashing out, like, I guess, through text message or whatever. But I don't know if she uploaded the text messages because I don't think that she usually doesn't do things like that. But somehow you could see them online. And she's like, "Are you okay?" Like, she's really calm in the messages. Like, she's very, like, she's not aggressive. She's not screaming. She's not all caps saying or emojis. She's not cursing. And I think she knows better than to do that because she knows she's going to be screenshotting this shit. She's, building her case. But of course, his family is like, they appear to be on his side, but of course they are because he's paying all their bills. I hate when families enable niggas like this to just be awful. Ain't shit niggas like this that put their hands on people, cheaters in the family, pedophiles, like they just allow it. And it's always a man that's being enabled. It's always a man that just gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's a man and he pays the bills. Like, if you lay down and had a fucking family, that's the least you can do is pay the bills. That's literally your responsibility. Do better, y'all. I'm not talking about no other ain't shit niggas. Oh, this is what I gotta talk about. Tory Lanez got stabbed in the pokey. Stabbed in the pokey. I cracked myself up. He got stabbed about 14 times. Now I was talking to my mama again today. Now I ain't looking nothing up, but it looks like it was a Hispanic man that stabbed him, and my mom was like, she heard that he was in like the visitors room. So I guess this guy was with his wife, and Tory said something slick to his wife or something like that. And so after they went back to their, they left the visitors left, the man stabbed him. I believe it. Um, I don't take joy in people's like pain or whatever or suffering, but did it happen? Was it Kelsey that stabbed him actually? Was it Kelsey? Was it a fragment of a knife that hit him 14 different times? Mm, maybe it was Kelsey. And now I think they actually are saying that it was Kelsey. Like, y'all need to stop. Somebody shot that fucking girl. And if you listen to the audio of the phone call between him and Kelsey, it very much sounded like he fucking did it. He got like, how long has he been in there? He got about 7 more of them things. Has it been like 3 years, 2 years? Whew, Jesus. Jesus. Tory Lanez got stabbed in the pokey. Boo to you, Tory Lanez. I really used to listen to his shit. Like, his mixtapes were so good. They are so good. But like, I feel weird listening to him now. TV and things. We're gonna talk about TV and things. I saw Magazine Dreams. It was probably like 3 weeks ago. I forgot to talk about it. It was 2 weeks ago. Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Majors. It was a really good movie. People were raving about it, and I know he's a good actor because I like everything that he's in, every project that he's in. He really goes all out. Like, he just I don't know if he's a method actor, if he stays in character all the time, even when he's off set. He might be. It's like he becomes the person. Like, he's really a good actor. Oh, look at this Reddit from 3 days ago. Jonathan Majors is the best working actor in Hollywood. Not sure. Yeah, I guess that's somebody's just commenting. He's really good. All things aside, of course, I don't condone domestic violence. Whatever you want to think about that, I get it. But I, this is not like an R. Kelly thing. Like you got to put the music aside. Like, I don't want to say it's not an R. Kelly thing because if he is in fact an abuser, low key, then that would suck. But I still appreciate his art as far as like acting. So, argue with your mammy. Um, it was really good. It was kind of sad. The ending was, I liked the ending because it kind of left you guessing, like, what's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to happen. What almost happened at the end is definitely going to happen. I don't recall him being on medication. I know in the movie, his character is in therapy. He's extremely troubled. Grew up in a traumatic household. He lives with his grandfather, of which he's the caretaker of, and he's just really obsessed with bodybuilding. But it's just the range that he has. This guy, he has range, and I think it's like a 2 hour movie, and it's one of those movies. I know there's a name for it, but I can't think of it. Where he's basically he is like 90% of the movie. There's not a lot of side characters. It's just really him. And so like it really shows his range and like how he's really good. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. I would give it an 8 out of 10, period. And also, I finished You season 5. Now, it picked up around the third or fourth episode because I was like, oh, I don't like this as much as the other ones. But baby, it picked up. Okay, so if you're currently watching You on Netflix, around third or fourth episode, it's like, whatever. It picks up after that or around that. So keep on hanging there. It's worth it. It's really good. And it is crazy. He is actually really crazy. And I think I might talk about it in depth, like the last couple episodes next week. I don't know. But he was actually insane. Handmaid's Tale, I have like 2 episodes left of that. That's really good. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. You don't really know. This is the last season, so it could go either way. I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up getting Hannah back, but there's only 2 episodes left, I think. So how would we see how that would really go? Like if she actually is she gonna get Hannah back in 2 episodes? Like how does that work? And I'm sure that she's not gonna want to go with her. She's probably brainwashed. So that's a whole thing too. That would need a whole nother season if she does get Hannah back. But there's not gonna be any more seasons. So that was good too. I just watched the first episode of Forever. Everybody's raving about it. Forever on Netflix. I don't have any kids. I don't have a family. But it's only been one episode, but I kind of see where it's going, and I really like it. It has a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes, so yes. And they already got approved for season 2, I think. So Mara Brock Akil, everything she does is just like chef's kiss. So can't wait for the rest of the episodes. I don't really think it's nothing else I really wanted to talk about. Like Ryan Coogler Sinners has passed 300 million worldwide. Come on. It is one of the highest grossing original films of the past decade. Period. Come on. That's amazing. Amazing. Oh, Beyonce's tour is doing good. It broke some kind of record or something. I'm just scrolling on Instagram. A local business owner thanked Beyonce, saying that 50 years of business, he's never seen an artist bring people out like her. And he's a white man, looked like it. Oh, he's helping your business. If our black ass came in your business and she wasn't Beyonce, would she be served? But he's talking to, I guess, the creator in this video. He seems nice. He's probably one of the good ones, quote unquote. This damn meme with this Barbie face and her eyes be looking like bugged out. I love that shit. Y'all are so stupid. I'll probably continue watching forever. Finish my little thing and just vibe out. And thank you for listening to this ridiculousness. And follow me on all the things. I think I have my YouTube and my Instagram in the show notes. I only got 200 followers. I don't even know these niggas. I only know like 5 actual niggas that I know in real life that are following me. And there's like 3 other niggas that like always like my stories. I don't know who the rest of these niggas are, but if y'all fuck with me, please follow me on Instagram and all the things. And that's it for now. See y'all later, niggas.